morning. What's going on? How are we doing? Oh my goodness gracious. I believe we are rocking and rolling. Let's get on the fighter. I don't know what we're doing today. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of here. Let me see who's online. Okay, so Isar's not online. I don't know what time he's getting on or if he's getting on, so we'll see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and camp here. I'm not going to play this. Well, let me see. Let me actually get out of here. Oh my gosh, what time is it in game? It is 2 a.m. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's going on, Vor? How you doing, bud? Alright, we are going to camp some stuff today. I want to go try something out, though, on Crid. We're going to see if if the run speed buff works. So I want to try that. Good morning, Weary Bard. How you doing, bud? Can just call you Bard? I will try. I will try. My hair is doing all sorts of funkiness today. I don't know if I like it or don't like it. When I do, I do different types of product. I have like a hair gel, and then I have hair clay. And when I use the clay, it sets my hair a little bit differently. And I don't know if I like it or don't like it, or I don't know. It's just different, you know? It's different. If I'm leveling blacksmithing and make my own gear as plate wearer, is it worth my time and materials to go copper plate to enhance enchanted copper plate, or skip the enchanted and go straight to bronze? So the enchanted plate will give you stats. The regular plate would just give you armor class. At low level, I personally wouldn't worry about the enchanted, because you're going to need to enchant the bars. That means you're going to have to level enchanting, and you're going to have to get enchanting materials to do all of that. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I personally wouldn't worry about it. And at low level, your armor class is the most important thing anyway. What am I trying to say? The stats are not going to make a big difference. Like, at all. I never liked the clay. It made my hair feel waxy. Does it? I like the clay because it makes it feel, at least the clay that I have makes my hair feel dry. So like I can almost style it with I'm going the wrong way. I can almost style it and it can be dry, but it stays in position. When I use the gel, the issue that I don't like with the gel is when it's hot outside, it will sometimes soften the gel, and it will, like, my hair will then move, and then it'll refirm when it cools off again. So yeah, be about another 30-40 minutes at the gym. Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much, Cut Alone. I appreciate it, bud. Going up a tier of armor is only 1 AC per piece. Yeah, it's not much. It's not much. I would recommend, honestly, your best bet for blacksmithing is to make the copper set and use that until you start getting magic gear and getting like actual gear drops, which you're probably going to start seeing more of those around the 20 to 30 range. I mean, just being honest, like, it's not worth it to tier up each time. It's just not worth it. The amount of time it's going to take you to go and like farm all the copper or whatever to do all that stuff, it's going to feel bad. All right, I'm going in here as my Beastmaster because I want to check the speed buffs when you go into a dungeon. So right now I've got Speed of the Wild. So we're going to go into here. And then my Speed of the Wild should fall off. And it did not. I am still running at what I feel like is full speed. I think. So let's try this. If we do this. Yep. Speed of Wild did not fall off inside of Black Tide Bay. And let's see if this... That seems to also work inside of Black Tide Bay. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. That did not seem to fall off, though. And I'm pretty sure Black Tide Bay is considered an indoor dungeon. Maybe it's not. But I'm pretty sure it is. So, there you go. That's that. That's all I really wanted to test today on this guy. I might play him a little bit more while we wait for Isar to get on. Let's go ahead and camp here, though. I need to move my fighter. I thought Copper Breastplate was 17 AC, Bronze is 22 AC. I'm a Zero Rush. The other two guys I'll be playing with don't have the free time play I do. I don't want to outlevel them. So, I mean, yeah, like if you want to take it slow and you want to do crafting, then by all means do crafting. What I'm saying is, if you don't plan on selling, like crafting and selling that stuff and making gear for other people, then it's not going to be worth your time. You're way better off just buying the armor off of a player and being done with it. So you could like work on a different trade skill if you want to, or whatever. Trying to level up your mining alone is going to take you hours. Like hours. Many hours. It's pain in the butt to do. So you're going to be able to go from like copper, which will take you up to 65. Then you're going to have to go to get tin after that. And then you're going to have to combine the tin and the copper to make bronze. And it's a lot of effort. And if you don't mind doing it, if you don't mind spending that time to do it, then it's worth it, sure. But if you're not selling the gear, or you're not making it for a guild or for your group or something, it's just a lot of time invested for very little. You would probably be better off just doing the mining and selling that stuff, or working on herbalism, leveling up herbalism, and trying to level alchemy, which is going to be way more beneficial as your entire group gets higher level. Working on enchanting, there's a lot of different trade skills that you could work on, and the ones that'll be beneficial to you, blacksmithing will not be very beneficial unless you plan on making all of your gear leveling it up. That said, if they add in more recipes, then it could be worth it. All right, let me use Int's blessing here, and then we're going to use... Oh, the group over here. Good. They're not sitting in the best place there, but, whatever. I did limestone between copper and tin. I think you actually have to do limestone. So you're going to do copper, then limestone, then tin, then silver, I believe. And that's where you're really going to hit a wall, is trying to get to 150. You're going to hit silver. Then you're going to get to 145 mining, and you're going to get stuck. And then you're going to have to figure out how to get to 150. And to get to 150, you have to specifically get rich silver veins. And those can be kind of a pain to find. I do have an invis potion. Okay. Let me see. Do I want to just kill this guy? Let's just kill this guy. Actually, I think I'm going to try... I want to try something out while we're sitting here. I'm curious if I'm taking a lot less... I'm taking a lot less damage or not. I don't see the point in trade skills as close to EA because of how much effort it takes after they just redid a few of them. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of effort, right? Or not a lot of reason to do it right now. No. Would take me a couple weeks to just get anywhere. Yeah. Can't wait. Haven't played any alpha nor beta. Waiting until October. Playing EQ Legends in the meantime. Love your videos, brother. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Darkstar. I appreciate it, bud. Appreciate you stopping by and saying the nice, kind words. I'm going to keep trying to do some content for you guys. As we get closer to early access, I'm going to try to do some more content. So that means I'm going to have to start ramping up here soon. The kids are going back to school soon. I just really love trade skilling, but it's also good to test the trade skill system. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's worth testing them and stuff, like, if you want to do that. I'm just talking about, like, as far as, is it worth it to actually do the trade skills? And right now, I would say the only trade skill that's worth doing would be alchemy, enchanting, then probably... whatever it's called, jewel crafting. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of... kick. I want to try something else out here. Get rid of taunt. Okay, so we're going to do shield block. And we're going to do shield bash. I don't need shield bash, but we might as well have shield bash. And then we're going to do second wind down here. We're going to try this out. Put that here. Put that here. Put that here. Put that here. I want to do this with as much armor class as I can, because I just want to see how this works. For EA, yeah, for EA, I mean, it's worth it for EA. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so we've got that. Let me do this. All right, so we have some of those. All right, let's go fight this guy. I want to see how this works out. So we're going to do boom. And then we're going to hit 4. So that's going to give me an absorption shield. Four again. So another thing that I think you don't get stacks of vengeance while you are using shield block. I'm pretty sure. Shield block does not last very long. Five seconds? Yikes. I haven't gotten a single stack of vengeance yet. Have I? Okay, there we go. We got a stack of vengeance. I'm going to hit second wind. Then we're going to hit shield block. Second wind. And this actually does allow you to solo. But the amount of health that I have left now, I feel like it was just better off going DPS. Like, I ended up with the same amount of health. When I just did DPS. Any advice where to spend the starting attribute points on a goblin fighter? Right now, agility is your best bet, but that could change as we get closer to early access. I wonder if I can do this. I'm gonna try something. We're gonna do this. Hit 4, switch back to this. Does that keep... Oh my goodness gracious, it actually keeps the shield block. That's nuts. Okay. Then we can hit second wind. I'll put this back on. Hit shield block. Go back over... Oops, go back over here. Hit shield block. Yeah, if you're willing to do that, that's going to be your best bet right there. Look at that. I'm not losing any health. That's like whatsoever. This on. Shield block. Back to this. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. DPS is just always king, man. DPS is always king in these games. Hey, Shadako, thanks so much for the sub. Appreciate it. Is agility better than stamina for tanking types? Right now it is, yeah. How you doing today? Any advice? Okay, got that. Let's see. I like the aura of the SK. You need to on-off at start or zone. Oh, does it? They have made they have adjusted TTK, yes, but they haven't They haven't done it in a while. So they increased it at one point, and then they kind of left it at that point. Deep dives coming next week? No, we did deep dives already. They just released them 2 days ago. So I highly doubt we'll be getting deep dives next week. We might be getting some deep stuff next week, like deep zones.
Yeah.
Yoink. Oh no, he saw me. Yeah, the rest of the tank deep dives are definitely going to be something. Like, we got to figure those out. Like, I want to see them as well. Really want to see them as well. Because I want to see what they're trying to do with the different tanks. Yeah, the deep gnomes, deep elves will be coming in with the deep whenever they release that. Which might be in the next week or two. You are heading east. Man, I'm glad they added since heading. I know which way I'm facing now. Wonder if Pally will get the god thing like clerics did? I doubt it. They're trying to make the different classes feel unique and trying not to have any type of overlap between them. There will always be some overlap, but the cleric deity thing is a lot of overlap. Like, I don't think they're going to do that with the paladin. They might, though. Hey, good morning, Knuckles. How you doing, bud? Oh, nice. It tells you if you're going northeast as well. So it's got north, south, east, west, and northeast, southeast, northwest. Well, all the other ones as well. That's good. So it's not just north, south, east, west. Yeah, the sense heading is very nice. My morning soda. I needed that this morning. A little pick me up, you know. Little caffeine, little sugar. Gets your day going. So I'm going to run to town. We're going to check out some of the alchemy recipes. Supposedly we got new alchemy recipes with this last update, and I haven't had a chance to check them out yet, so I figured we'd go do that. Not a coffee in the morning guy? No, I'm not. I don't dislike coffee, but coffee's not really my favorite thing. So yeah, I don't really do coffee. Okay. Got a few extra magic items here today. Cool. I'm not sure what we're going to do with those, but we'll do something with them. We'll figure it out. This cleaver is actually really good. 1930. I wonder if it's better than what I'm currently using. What happened to my calculator? 19 divided by 30, 0.63, and then my fell trident is 728. 17 divided by 28. Oh wow, it's better than that. That's nutty. Technically, I should be using the Fester clasp, which is 1929. In my main hand, because that's going to be the best. Yeah. Wow. Wisdom enchant for neck and agility for Isar shoes. Okay. Found a 0.65 one-handed pierce. Nice. Yeah, the Fester clasp, this one right here, is 0.65, I believe. So 19 divided by 29. Yeah, 0.655. So that one's really good. Which pierce did you find? The trident, the fell trident proc. So the proc on here is infirmary, which reduces the target's, I believe, strength, stamina, agility, dex, or something like that. It's a debuff on the target. It's a shaman debuff, and the main reason tanks want to use it is because it gives a lot of threat. It's just a high threat weapon when it procs. My auras, these are not really auras, they're stances, but similar. So you have offensive stance, defensive stance, and tactician stance. Offensive gives you 10% more damage, physical damage, and 5 offense. Defense gives you 10% physical damage reduction and 5 defense. And tactician stance gives you a 10% chance to resist snares, roots, and stuns while you're in that form or that stance. Wish we would put the ratio on the weapon. Having to do math is no bueno. Yeah. It's not fun, but it's fine. I don't mind it. There's a dagger off Gora that's 1523. Nice. Nice. I might have that dagger. Maybe. What are the other stats on it? Are they tank stats, or is it like a different? We can do Gore and Haroon today. All right. Yeah, we can go camp those. I've got until like 12:30, 12:45, and then I've got to go take the kiddo up to school, drop them off to do like a school thing, and then I can be back here for like an hour to hour and a half or so, and then I got to pick them up again. It's got int and wisdom on it, yeah, and that's why like I wouldn't want to use it. What's the proc on the Fester Clasp? Never had a pleasure to get it. The Fester Clasp is a direct damage. It's only 6 damage, 6 disease. It's really bad. Why it's on such a high level mob makes absolutely no sense. Okay, let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay, we got to clear out all of this inventory. Let's see if we can clear some of this out. Let's see. Let me get linen, wool, linen. Get this. Oh, black tied earring can stay. We need to put this up here, this up here, this up here. Actually, let's keep this one for now and put this up here. And Bago. Oh boy. Okay, he's full. His inventory's full. We're not using this. I guess we can put a few of these items down here though. Esar, we got to get you a two-handed staff. Do we have a two-handed staff that you can use? I wonder if you can use this. Monk. It is a monk. I wonder if this is considered a two-handed staff for your Oh, the grudge shaft. Yeah, that would be. Is that considered a staff? That works? Okay, good. Perfect. That works well. I mean, I'm going to turn that fan off. I'm chilly. Holy moly. Do I not have an onyx? Oh, there we go. I have onyx. Put this over here. Put this over here. Put this over here. Woohoo! We did it. Intelligence. Vitality. Let's get the vitality potions. We're going to actually... We'll use some of those. I'll take those on Criddle today and we'll use them a little bit. A little extra health, you know? All right, camp. All right, let me fix my fan. Give me 1 second. All right, that fan was blowing right on me. It was gold. I just fiddled with a little bit. Didn't fight anything at level. Gotcha. Let's look at this. Potions. Okay, let's get back on Criddle. Let's go check out the potion situation. Let's see what I have. Everyone in the Monk forums is complaining about the changes. Does Isar think it's okay? It's good, but all the stuff is so temp. Just went back to my old stuff. Yeah, the damage shield immunity is garbage. Too long recast for 1 minute. All the buffs don't last long enough. Wait, how long does... So you can't do the damage shield immunity thing? It only lasts for 1 minute? What's the recast? 10 minutes or something? That's dumb. That's really dumb. Like, why would you... Yeah. It's like it works for one mob. Woohoo! 1 minute for 10 minute recast, and the Warden will buff everything around it. Yeah, exactly. Warden buffs everything, so it works on one mob. Like, that seems like it would end up being just a raid situation. You know, it's like, oh, this one mob has a damage shield, so the monk can actually hit it until they get the damage shield off. Like, that, it's just silly. That kind of stuff is silly. Yeah, that's just dumb. They got to fix stuff like that. Like they just, what they need is they need a way to remove damage shield. More ways to remove the damage shield. And you know, a monk having Iron Fist can pummel the mob until it, you know, breaks its damage shield or something. I don't know. But ways to remove it. That's what they need. They don't need like a 1 minute damage shield immune on a 10-minute cooldown. That's silly. That's just silly. I mean, it's a cool idea, but like it's just not going to get used. This is a problem that I've seen with the development of this game and the devs, is I feel like a lot of times they don't play the classes. They have a good idea, but then they don't actually play the class. All right, let's see what kind of new things we got here, if anything. Sense Magic Potion. That's not new, I don't think. Lunar Shroud. Oh, this takes now a Moontide Salmon. What? So they just added more stuff to this? So fish oil. Does this, can you even do this? Fish, and then all this stuff? Abyssal Breath. What is this? Fill your lungs with air, granting you ability to breathe underwater. Okay. Shrink Potion, Grave Walker. What does this take now? Yeah, they just added in an Oasis Perch. They're like, oh, all of this stuff, it wasn't enough, so let's add in an Oasis Perch as well. Like, come on. It's just like, oh, we added fishing, so now let's force it into other things. Don't do that. That's just bad. We now need people to use fishing. How are we going to force them into fishing? Like, at least take away something else if you're going to add something new. That's just silly. Okay. I don't see anything new. Potion of Sea and Viz. I don't even think you can get the Dewdrop yet. So, yeah, I think that's it. I believe that is it. Nothing new in this. That's awful. Was it confirmed the deep is next week? No, nothing is confirmed. But they're trying to get the deep out as soon as possible. Okay, so now we need Int Tongue, which is easy to get. Arcane Powder, which I have plenty of. And then we got to get... I guess we got to go fishing. That's just silly. Xander coming in with a sub. Thanks so much, Xander. I appreciate it. Where can you get your fruit for your wasp pet in Evershade? You can buy it off the grocer. That's on the up the newbie lift. You can buy it there. Okay. You're fishing right now? Yeah? Yeah, I hear that it's not like the most fun thing ever. What did I get my block up to? It didn't even go up. I barely used my block. Alright, shield block, shield bash, second wind. You did fishing until 30 and gave up? Yeah, it's probably really boring. They definitely need to work on that one some more. It'd be nice once they get like a mini game in for fishing. Let's get taunt, clobber, clobber. Why is clobber not? What? Is clobber not a skill required level 8? Oh, clobber's already on my. That's why. Duh. Duh 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 duh. What is 5 then? What did I normally have at 5? Oh, kick. They need to add some rare catches in fishing. Yeah, they just need to keep updating fishing and make it a little bit more fun. You know, add like a little mini game. Add some rare fish that you can catch. Stuff like that. Where can I buy a fishing rod at? We can mess around with it for a few minutes. I have not played any chess or checkers at the inn. We could try that out too. Let me figure out where. Is there a fishing trainer in the harbor area? Is that where the fishing trainer is? Can you buy it from this guy by any chance? Grappling hook. Rope. Rune skin scroll. What the heck is that doing on here? It's weird. Alright, yeah, let's go down to the harbor. The harbor. Should be somebody down here. Hopefully. Hopefully. Down by the harbor. Let's see, is there a fishing guy over here? This guy just standing out the end with an axe. A longing sailor. What you longing for? Hail, sailor. Huh. He's boring. That guy's super boring. Fisherman. Fishing guy and a fisherman. Look at that. Buy. Do we have to have buy grub too? Buy some grub. Some grub. Let's test out fishing. Boop, boop. Wait, what? Was this going on our primary hand? Oh, it's two-handed and in primary hand? What the heck? Oh my goodness gracious. And this goes in our ammo. So, let's see. I've never tried fishing. Slash fish. All the grubs you used to give me? Yeah, probably should have. Alright, we'll get one skill. There it is. There it is. And we wait. Is this it? That's all we do? You stop fishing. And we're fishing again. Man, this is fun. People are going to macro the crap out of this. I mean, don't do it. Like, don't macro it. But people are absolutely going to macro this. That's where your $15 a month is going? Yeah. Can I hit it, though? Like... Oh, you can't even, like... You feel a nibble. I feel a nibble. You feel the fish... You feel a bite. You start reeling in the fish. Oh, my goodness. You reel in an empty line. Oh my goodness gracious. Man. I thought I had something there. It doesn't even use the grub. Wow. This is some riveting gameplay. This is great. Holy moly. Chance to lose bait on cast? I mean, I've cast several times and I haven't lost any bait yet. Feel a nibble. You feel a bite. You start reeling in the fish. Oh, we got an empty line. Man. You know, there's actually a fishing pole you can get in the game that has stats on it. Yep. I wonder if it gives you a better chance of catching fish. This is good times here. Yeah, people are absolutely going to just macro this. All right, what can fishing go up to? Is it 100? Let's see. Fishing 300? Holy moly. Oh my goodness gracious. I want to fish until I catch something. Just want to catch one fish. That's it. See how long this takes. We're up to 12 fishing, though. We're getting good. Alchemy's going to be a bit more annoying now. It's not that bad. I mean, only a few recipes require fish. Oh, we got a bite. Nope, empty line. My goodness. I'm going to keep doing this till I catch a fish, so, you know. Feel free to tune out. Oh, man. Isar, you needed agility boots, and then what else did you need? Oop, disenchanting. We need the enchanting book. Oh, I feel a nibble. All right, we can make boots easy. You continue reeling in the fish. That's new. Oh, but it's empty. You feel a bite. You start reeling it in. You continue reeling it in. Man. You know, I don't like the rogue, but you're enjoying it. It's not that I don't like the rogue. It has nothing to do with liking the class. The rogue is just extremely underpowered compared to other classes. Yeah, there's a big difference between liking the class and feeling the class needs more because it's just underpowered compared to other classes. Huge difference. Yeah, like I don't like the way that the Spellblade plays. That's different, but it's a good class. The Rogue plays fine, but is a bad class. So, yeah. My top 3 favorite classes? I don't know, honestly. I don't really know. I don't have a favorite. Start reeling in the fish. See what we get here. Empty line. I don't know. I enjoyed the Wizard a lot when I played it for the quad kiting. It was pretty fun gameplay. I enjoy the Beastmaster. I actually like playing that class. I think the Monk is a fun class to play if you're a puller for your group. That gameplay is pretty fun, I think. I think the Necromancer would be fun as a solo class. You know, challenging yourself to see what you can solo in the game, and like trying to find some of the more challenging solo mobs and stuff. Could be a lot of fun. I really like the Enchanter gameplay when you're just playing an Enchanter, not the charming Enchanter gameplay. Although that can be fun too, just as a kind of as a, it's really not a challenge, but I like the Enchanter gameplay in a group where you're constantly mezzing and CCing stuff and mana draining and stunning and doing all that. I really like the Enchanter gameplay that way. The other challenge with Necro will be when they put in factions, SK2. Maybe, but I don't think it's going to be like a Necromancer is evil per se. I think it's going to be more based on your race than it is going to be your class. But maybe. I don't know. This is taking a really long time to level this up to catch a fish. We haven't caught a single fish yet. Wait, is this guy fishing without having... Oh, okay. It's just bugged on his screen. Okay. Agility seems like a bad idea for fighter with Vengeance. I played for hours last night and was never able to use Frenzy. So if you're playing on a fighter, make sure you toggle your stances on and off. Like every time you zone, it's buggy right now. You feel a nibble. You feel the fish get away. What? Man, I had a fish on my line. And it got away. Something felt off? Yeah. Yeah, it's very buggy. Constantly outsmarted by guppies. I am. These guppies are just getting at it. I mean, I only have 16 intelligence. I'm not a very smart fighter. Oop, I feel a nibble again. You feel a bite. You start reeling it in. Oh, we got an empty line. Holy moly. going to fall asleep. This is awful. There will be, guarantee you, there will be somebody that defends this like, I really enjoy fishing in the game. It's very relaxing. So is watching paint dry. But you don't see me doing it. I'm surprised we haven't caught a single fish yet either. I'm up to 18 skill in fishing. We have not caught one fish. Feel a nibble. Come on, let's do it. Feel a bite. Start reeling it in. Reel in an empty line. All right, we're up to 20 fishing now. Phew. This is tough work. This is some tough work. You feel the fish get away. Oh my goodness. You've caught 6 since I started? What's your fishing skill at? 'Cause I haven't caught a single one. This is awful. Wait, can I fish and craft at the same time? Doesn't look like it. Well, we'll try, actually, we'll try a different thing here. Hang on. All right, so we'll open this up. We'll click on this. Oh, as soon as you fish, it closes it. You're at 56? How'd you not fall asleep? Like, what the heck, dude? I felt the fish get away again. Can you fish without grub? Like maybe I need a different didn't they say that was a thing? Let's see. You cast your line without bait. It is unlikely you will succeed. Alright, well. Patch note said the rod type, bait type would factor into fishing. Okay. Yeah, maybe we just need better grub or a better fishing pole. It's unlikely you'll succeed. Well, I mean, yeah. I took the bait off and it said I was unlikely to succeed. With the bait, I have not succeeded. So, seems pretty unlikely. Bloop. Bloop. I just want to catch one fish. That's all I want to do. Just give me that fish. Are you getting skill ups on fails, or is it like harvesting? We are getting skill up on fails, yeah. I'm up to 19 or 20. Where's it at? Fishing. I'm up to 20 fishing. We'll leave that up there so you guys can see it. It's right there. So when you cast, you have a chance to skill up. Oop, I feel a nibble. I feel another nibble. And then it like has a chance to skill up when you get like... You feel a bite. Uh-oh, we're getting stuff here. It's like each tick, basically, or each time, like if I come up here, you can see here, like, you stop fishing, you start to cast, so I got a skill up there. You feel a bite, you get a skill up there. So you get skill ups, like, each time. Oh, see, we got a skill up there for casting. And then it'll say, like, you have a nibble, or you got a bite, or you're reeling it in, or you continue reeling it. Each one of those has a chance to skill up again. Oh, we got a bite. We're reeling it in. You continue reeling in the fish. Uh-oh. Oh, we got an empty line. My goodness. Wow. Move that over here. Close that down. They should require you to drink a beer between casts to really nail the authentic feel. They should, yeah. You gotta be like, warm out today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell you what. It's a hot one. Sean said Ali was hyped for this fishing update. Yeah, I don't know that I would be hyped about it. I mean, it's cool that they added in some stuff to fishing, sure, but this is literally it. If you like this gameplay, somebody out there though will be like, "This is exactly what I wanted out of fishing. Good job, devs." And it's like, dude, you need to wipe your nose off. It is so far up their butt right now. Like, I mean, I get it, right? I'm glad that they're working on fishing, but anybody that's like, swell job, is just trying to suck up. They made it so boring, so there's money for 2 people that likes it. Yeah, exactly. Fishing is botted. It's going to end up being macroed at this point, yes. It's a matter of, are they going to, are they gonna crack down on people that are sitting here fishing like this? Hey, Esar's logging in. I want to catch a fish. I just want one fish. We put in so much effort. No, I mean, like, I hate to pick on the devs about it, right? I really hate doing that. But I don't know. I just don't find this to be that great. Are the other gathering skills more enjoyable somehow? No, they're just walk up to a node and click it. You do have to move, though. You have to, like, move your character around to harvest nodes. Like, they're not... You don't just stand in one spot and keep clicking it. You feel a nibble, you feel a bite and start reeling it in. Woohoo! Things are happening. Oh, we got an empty line again. But yeah, like harvesting nodes for other things, you move around in the area. You have to worry about enemies and stuff that might be in that area. You know, there's at least more going on. You're not just standing on a dock throwing a lure into the water. Did AC drop? I mean, it went down a little bit, yeah. From some of the jewelry, but I only use 2 jewelry pieces. Actually, my AC is about the same as it was. I lost AC on here, and I lost AC here. So I lost like 4 AC, but then I decided to put this on, so I gained 7 AC. So overall, I actually lost. I either lost 6 or 9 AC between 3 pieces of jewelry, but I got 7 here, so it's about the same. Yeah, it's not much different. Which game does fishing the best? Pro Fishing Tournament 2026 or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, there's specifically games that are built for fishing. Like, that's literally the entire game is fishing. Patch note implied AC is actually doing more now with the removal of the unmitigated damage. Yes, AC does a lot more. It mitigates all damage now. So you take way less damage. So yeah. Stop fishing. Let's go. I'm ready to go whenever, Isar. Do we have people? I enjoyed the fishing. What? I enjoyed the fishing in Dredge. Just had a simple mini game, but enjoyed it. Yeah. Fishing in Rust is done right. You guys like that? Naturally, I mean, which MMO? Yeah, I don't know. I don't do fishing in most MMOs. Like, I rarely fish, ever. Boar's group with Dory, I'll invite in a second. Okay. Any key giveaways? I don't have any, unfortunately. Sorry. Fun in Final Fantasy XIV fishing boat for a while, but they kind of just forgot about it. Yeah, I think that one was supposedly pretty fun for a bit. Again, I never did it. Yeah, this is why I don't like fishing in most games. It's just boring. We were seeing some higher damage numbers off mobs in Upper Salmon. Giants seem lower, though. Yeah, I think they adjusted the amount of damage that mobs do as well. So they increased the amount of damage they do, and then also increased the amount that you mitigate with armor. So they kind of did a double thing there. Why do I have so much weight? Oh, I've got coin on me. I feel a nibble. Ooh, I got a double nibble. We got a bite. Start reeling in the fish. You continue reeling it. They're getting me so excited now. This is hyped up. A double continue reeling in the fish. And my line's empty. What the heck? This is awful. Why so many failures? I don't know. This is so bad. It is bad. I mean, my skill's low, right? I've got a very low skill, but we're continue reeling it in. You caught a fish! What? I got a whitefish. All right. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, and it used the grub. It used my grub when I caught a fish. All right, we're going to delete this. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this. And we're probably never going to fish again. That was fun. Cool. We did it. 25 skill. You love fishing, but in Monster Memories it's awful. I've never liked fishing, like in real life or any game. It's just not enjoyable to me. What if you catch, if you can fish while on a boat between Night Harbor, something to do? Yeah, that could be cool. I don't know if you can or not, but sure. Dawn Trail patch cycle ends in September with an addition of Beastmaster job. They're adding a Beastmaster to Final Fantasy. That's cool. Monster Memory slaps Criddle around a bit with a large trout. I could see that happening. Blasphemy fishing is so fun. I don't find it fun at all. I find it awful and tedious. I mean, I could fish like with people if you're out, you know, hanging out with friends and stuff like that. Yeah, I could do that. I can get behind that. Crook of the Fallen Grace. I need to put this in the bank. Down by the banky bank. All right, let's do that. Put this in here. Take out some potions. That'll be enough for now. Let's do that. All right, let's try to make some linen bandages. We got to level this survival up. Anybody else struggling with survival? It goes up so slowly. Like ridiculously slowly. I hope that they don't make survival part of the Ranger toolkit. Because that's going to feel really bad for Rangers. With how slow this goes up. Oh, look at that. We got a survival skill. Woohoo! What's my bind wound at, actually? Let's see. Bind. Only 171. I wonder if we're going to get more stuff in survival, like to be able to make better campfires and stuff outside of the Ranger doing it. Fishing is a trap. They'll use catch people using micro clickers and automation. Oh, they're absolutely going to catch people doing that, yeah. Fishing is going to be so automated. People are literally going to set that stuff up overnight. Every time that they're just not playing the game, they're going to set up a fishing macro. Absolutely, it's going to happen. Like, a dev is literally going to have to go, like, anytime they see somebody fishing, just send them a tell. And be like, hey, are you there? And they'll probably catch people, I don't know, over 50% of the time. Is Burl getting on today? Burl, are you around? I've got jewelry for you somewhere. Jewelry. Oh, Isar, what did you, what wisdom thing did you want? Let me make you the boots. Boots. Exceptional boots of agility, is that what these are? Yes. Alright, we got your boots. Wisdom neck. Ah, necklace. Charisma. Intelligence. Wisdom. They need to fix this too. You can't see what these say. It just says enchant necklace exception. Like, what? What is it? Like, what the French toast, man? Make sure I have something for mine. Oh, I don't have a necklace for myself. Oh. Well, I guess, what do we want? For intelligence? We're going to get intelligence for my necklace. Because, that'll increase my proc damage. Which is silly. Alright, do I have everything I need here? Let me... Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're gravy, baby. Oops. We're gonna have 21 intelligence. I'm gonna be so smart. Smartest fighter around. You're a dum-dum? No, I'm not. I'm super smart. I'm so smart, man. Smooth, so smart, bro. Too many head concussions? I have had one concussion, and that was not fun. When I was my early 20s, I was walking, and I fell forward. I tripped on something, and I fell forward, and I hit my head. I turned my head sideways. Boom! Actually, it was this side. Turned my head sideways. Boom! Right on the, like on this... It was like a railroad tie looking thing. Like the wooden part, you know? Like I smacked my head on that. If I had been a couple inches over, there was like a piece of metal sticking out of it. I could have just went right into my temple, and it would have just probably killed me instantly. I was really close. It was bad. Does wisdom boost second wind? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it does. Right now, second wind doesn't do much. It's bugged. So, I don't know. If you guys just need a body, I'm 50 Beastmaster. You can come if you want to. I don't care who comes. Does not matter to me. So what other stats can I get? I need to get the breastplate. I need to make one of those. I have legs, and I need legs. Yeah, I haven't even made like all my slots for myself. Oh well. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? What's 1524? What is that one? Calculator. 15 divided by 24 equals 0.625. So that's actually better than the Fell Trident. I didn't realize that. Isn't it? 17 divided by 28. Oh, it is. Yeah, wow. That's crazy. It's better damage than the Fell Trident. Well, we're going to use this cleaver. The cleaver. It's not a cleaver. I haven't seen you use a cleaver since you were in the teens level. Yeah, we were using the fine cleaver back then. Now we're using thumb cleaver. We just got this yesterday, so we're going to try it out for a bit. We're going to see how this goes. The Fester clasp and the Therm cleaver. We'll see how this plays out. Does that guy say bogus fart? Oh, bogus frat. I thought it was a bogus fart. I thought that was like a surprise fart. Like you feel like you got a fart and you're like, nope, that's a bogus fart. That's never happened to me before. Oh, did I bring Gravewalker? 1, 2 Gravewalkers. Okay, we're good. And a few Vitalities. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I'm gonna need to go run to the door real quick once my son's friend gets here. Just gotta run to the door and open it up, say hi to the mom, and all that jazz. Take 2 seconds. I like how you sit down. You don't stand up while you emote. You guys notice that? Sit down. Trade. Yoink. Yoink. If you didn't notice yet, they updated ability descriptions on Beastmaster Pets. The Wasp Blow is 10% a stack in the description now, where before it lacked a percentage. So it is 10% per stack. Yeah, that's way too strong. 30% slow is huge. Huge. It's a huge freaking guy. Alright, exceptional spell shield. Potion of vitality. Well, that didn't do anything. What? It drank the potion and didn't do anything. Do you guys see that? That's shenanigans. That is shenanigans. Yeah, it's almost like the same as a shaman. Well, that the 45 though is like a high level shaman. The 30% that a Beastmaster pet can get is at like level 5. That's completely broken. That's not a bad necklace. Wait, that's not a necklace. Range slot. That's actually not bad at all for a range slot. Yeah, that compared to this. I want this one because it's got strength and stamina on it for tanking and more AC. But this one's better for DPS. Although that's got agility on it. That might actually be better. It's got more total stats. Let's see, 6, 11, 15. And this only has 11, and then charisma doesn't matter. But yeah, I like the Outlaw's Hand for tanking. All right, you ready to roll? Let's go, Mario! Running just as fast as I can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. Oh, my son's friend's here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Just gonna answer the door. Alrighty. Sorry about that. My son's got a play date. Do 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 do. 30% from Beastmaster does feel like a lot. Is it a primary slow? I believe it is a primary slow, yes. I believe so. Do do do. Look at how big that bee is. Oh my goodness gracious, it's so giant. Buzz, buzz. That wasp is huge. Look at this thing. You guys see this thing? It's massive. I haven't gotten my Beastmaster that high yet. It's a murder hornet? It really is. Yeah, that thing is massive, man. All right, I have until about 12:45, so about an hour and 45 minutes. Then I got to take the kids up to the school. Up to school and drop them off to do help the teacher. Teachers are setting up for the school year. But I just got to drop them off for a couple hours and, you know, figure it all out. Do 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 do. I feel like... Is that backwards? No, that's not backwards. Okay. I thought the... so Rend is the one that resets Feint and such. I thought it was the other way around for some reason. The other way around. What's this? Stirring stick. Cool. Cool, cool. Yeah, I need to mess around with my Beastmaster a bit more. At some point. I want to level it up to about level 40 for when they release the Fallen Watch, if they end up level locking that. I'm curious how much damage I'm doing. Let's see. 87 slash. 87 slash. 87. Okay. I'm actually doing more damage. Doing more damage with this weapon than I was doing my others, so that's good. Do you know where Isir got his boots at? Never found good boots for my monk. Yeah, we got them here. Well, we got them over there at the Zerat camp. It's either the Zerat or Vethis. I don't remember which one. One of the two, though, drops the leather boots. Zerat. There you go. Zerat boots. Meow. Wait, where are we going? Oh, we're going a different way. My bad. My bad, my bad. Do 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 do. Oh boy. Oh my goodness gracious. There's so many bad guys. Alright, that's that one. We're charming that one, baby. No. I stunned it. I saw the gate. I saw the gate. It opened up the gate. I saw the gate. Oh boy. What the heck? What in the world? Too much melee? No way. What we need now is... Well, we don't have room for it, but what we need is a elementalist. Man, we'd be rocking and rolling at this point. Or if I was a Shadow Knight and everybody had a life tap proc, that'd be good too. Oh, that's leather working bag. Whoopsies. Toasties. Killing the pet. Alrighty. Bye-bye, pet. Baby, bye. Wish mobs didn't sound so goonery when you kill them. Yeah, the undead mobs. Yeah, they're like... That definitely happens. Most deaf. I've sung Ace of Base and In Sync in the last 5 minutes. I certainly have. Holy moly, back it up. Watch out, everybody. Watch yourself. This is crazy Esar over here. He's still learning, guys. He's still learning. He doesn't know what he's doing. You want me to pull one of these? It's probably a bad idea to try to pull one of those right now. That dang old bee, man. That thing is massive. I feel like it's going to pick me up and fly away. Oh boy. Oh, come on. He was close enough, or far enough away. I should have been able to do Juggernaut. The Juggernaut! Hey, what's going on, Oompax? How are you? I do like this Juggernaut ability. It's actually kind of nice. I like it a lot. I feel like I have a use for my charge ability. Before, charge didn't really do a whole lot. But now I feel like, you know, it's a nice added benefit. What is it, like 10 seconds or something? Yeah, for 10 seconds. Very nice. I like it. It's pretty dang amazing, man. Pretty dang amazing. No, come on. I can't stand casters, man. You know, that would actually be nice if the Juggernaut had a, instead of the immobilize for 1 second, if it had like a silence for like 5 seconds or something, so that when I charge in, I can silence them. I mean, that might end up being overpowered, because then you could probably just back up and constantly silence things. But it'd be really nice if they had that, just for pulling purposes. What are we camping? We're gonna do Haroon and Gora today, I believe. Oh, we can actually go into negative resistances? Have we always been able to go negative resistances? Because I just had negative resistance. Hello again this fine day. How are you? Welcome back. Glad to see you. Glad to have you. If you wear the corrupted gear, you can get negative. I didn't know you could go negative. I thought it always just bottomed out at 0. That's interesting. Never done the Blight Callers. The Blight Callers are annoying. They are clerics, I believe. But the Blight Wardens are the worst, because they cast Speed of the Wild and Thorns and Regen on everybody. Kind of a pain in the butt. I do like the changes to the battle cries. I'm glad that they did this. I'm very glad that they did that. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. It allows me to keep my battle cry up permanently without having to worry about taunt being down. But yeah, this is actually, I feel like the fighter gameplay is now a little bit more fun than what it was before. With the Juggernaut, like, you actually have to kind of pay attention to what you're doing. Oh shoot, I don't think I'm getting my, whatchamacallit, there we go. All right, now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Did you macro an item or items under your hotbar? How do you do it? To put items on your hotbar, so you like put an item. Let's say we're gonna macro this one right here to the hotbar. You put it in your inventory. You hold left click until you get this. See how it's got like the gray outline, and then you just take that and boop, stick it on your hotbar, and then you have macroed it to your hotbar. Why I have a fishing pole on my hotbar? Oh, that's because it's a thing. So yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. Yeah, you just gotta hold left click on it, and it pops out. You tried fishing yesterday? Yeah, I tried fishing this morning, and it was awful. It took like 30 or 45 minutes or something. I don't know how long we were sitting there fishing. It felt like an eternity, and before we even caught a fish. It's very slow. It is very slow. Yeah, and there's nothing you do. You just sit there and keep casting. Just boring. Boring, boring, boring. Oh, I need to do, this actually is good now to get my strength of FL. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Almost got it. Got it. There we go. Oh, wait. That doesn't stack. Bummer. Never mind. I thought that stacked, but it does not stack with the enchanter strength. So, no bueno. I don't think it needs to show 6 lines of nonsense until you get a fish. Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. It's like you start fishing, you see a nibble, you get a bite, you start reeling, you continue reeling. Like, oh my god. Want to ask you, like in the old days of EQ, the random rare NPC spawn or rare random drop of mob, does this happen in Monster Memories? Yes, it's the exact same as EverQuest. So you have most enemies in the game, like most named enemies in the game, have a specific placeholder, so a very specific mob that you have to kill to get the name to spawn, and they will spawn at that location only. And then they have rare drops that only they can drop. You also have some that are random mobs, like there could be multiple different places that it could pop, but only one can be up at a time. So for example, there's like a rat cave, an undead rat cave, and any of the rat spawns could spawn the named rat. There's also a wolf that can spawn out in Keeper's Bite. That's the same kind of thing, where any of the wolf spawns can be a named wolf. But most of the time, well, I wouldn't say most of the time, but some of the time, the placeholders are also a little bit tougher. What are you farming at this spot exactly? I'm not familiar with this game. We are doing. There's two named that we're trying to get to. It's Haroon and Gora are the two named, and they dropped some stuff. I don't remember what they dropped, to be honest with you. I'm just here because it gives us something to do and something to camp, so we can chat with you guys. You can see group gameplay. We're checking out the fighter and the monk today. I'm playing the fighter. Isar's playing the monk. Because those are the newest deep dives. So that's kind of all we're really doing today. Just kind of, kind of goofing off mostly, and just killing what we can, killing whatever, picking a named to get XP for the group and whatnot. So, yeah. Remember the days of camping Pizgen? Yeah, the Skellig Ruins and Kinos. Yep, that glowing black stone. Is flying kick cool? I don't know. Isar, do a kickflip. Do a kickflip. Oh my god, we're gonna have to get like we gotta get Tony Hawk in here. Do a kickflip. I haven't seen him do a kickflip yet, or a flying kick. Oh, I don't think he has it on his bar. I think he's got to get it on his bar to do it. Oh, there you go. There's a flying kick. He just flew in. Did you see it? He jumped in and did it. Will I be able to showcase the monk changes? I'm sure I can play Isar for a day or something, and we could swap it up or something. I'll play Isar and show him off. I'm sure we can make that doable. Maybe he'll play Gith, and I can just play Isar, and we'll duo some stuff just for funsies for a little while. It was a little more of a ground kick, like Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. It was, yeah. It's more like Johnny Cage, kind of just sliding forward with his leg out. That's kind of what it was. It's kind of like a charge. It reminds me of a charge, like the fighter charge ability. Oh no. Good morning, how are you? What do you think of cleric rework? I tried it on my cleric and it felt a little lackluster, but I like the idea though. I haven't been able to mess around with the cleric yet. My understanding is that the cleric now is very strong with its procs. Kind of going like a very high dex cleric seems like it might be overpowered. It doesn't attack a lot, but if you get its buff, like its wrath and all that kind of stuff, when the buffs happen, it's extremely powerful. But outside of that, yeah, it is a bit lackluster. They didn't really give the cleric a lot other than the ability to melee, you know, like, which is, are people actually going to want to melee on the cleric? Are they going to melee on the cleric? You know, stuff like that. Like, we just have to see what they do with it. It's not clear if the proc is affected by dex or functions in the same way. Yeah, I don't know if it does or not, but if it does function that way with dex, then yeah, it probably does. It's probably just a proc effect, and it's one of 3 different effects that can happen. But I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played it and tested it myself yet. Why does he have vitality? Did I give you vitality? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Who casts vitality? I don't understand what's going on there. Except from screen. I don't see battle cry. That's weird. Maybe that's why my vitality didn't show up on me, because I gave it to Isar? Enjoyed my lunch coffee and watching you. Any new takes on the changes? Nothing new yet, really. I've had a chance to actually play the fighter now for a little bit, and it's good. I like it overall. But yeah, I mean, same old, same old. Started a newbie cleric last night. Didn't get far though. Yeah, it's cleric's gonna be one of the ones that's gonna be slow to level up, but we'll see what they do with it. Right now, it's kind of overpowered with its proc ability. They just didn't balance it very well, so hopefully they look at that soon. Alright, let me try something here. We're gonna drink vitality potion. I think I'm giving vitality to people when I drink this potion. No, that didn't... I didn't get it again. It drank the potion. I didn't get vitality. I don't know what's going on with that potion. I don't get it. I'm confused. Got something on my buffs. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them. I do have vitality here. I don't know what's going on, man. It's not giving me health, though. Like, my health, my maximum health did not go up. So if I'm getting... I don't know. It's like it doesn't stack with something else. Anyway, I don't know. I gotta look into it. The proc is just a fun bonus. I think it can be a little strong. It's definitely too strong of a proc, but it just depends on how often it goes off. You know, if it goes off a ton, then it's too strong. If it only goes off very, very infrequently, then it's probably fine. Did you notice on the smelter there's a new level of ingot? Masterwork, I believe. I have not. I haven't messed around with crafting much, so no, I did not notice that. They are definitely looking at doing more with crafting. They just haven't done a lot recently with it. So I don't know. They could be working on it for sure. Adding more stuff, like masterwork stuff, could be kind of cool if it's just like a slight more AC or slight bonus to stats or something would be cool. Slowly, yeah, very slow. A lot of the progress in this game is very slow, for sure. Is Fighter goated with the sauce now? It's not really goated. I mean, it's good. It's not really that much different than what it was before. Basically the same. It's got some more defensive capabilities. If you go like full defense with a shield, you can mitigate some damage or damage absorption, which is really nice. And then you have a small heal you can do every now and then, which is nice to have for sure, but it's not really like a lot more powerful or anything like that. They really didn't change the gameplay all that much. I would say Juggernaut's probably one of the best changes that they added, which is this charge right here, and it does damage reduction plus bonus threat, so it's smart to do at the start of each fight. And then switching your shouts, so now your shouts are different cooldown from your taunt. So that's actually really nice. So now I can do my unnerving shout, actually makes sense to have. Is Juggernaut an upgrade you get later for charge? Just hit level 3 on mine, got charge. Yeah, so it's basically the upgrade to charge. You get it at level 15 though, so it's pretty nice. Wow, that actually is really good now. Any idea if Isar is liking the monk changes? He seems to be liking it, but he doesn't really use many of the new changes to the monk. Most of the new abilities seem to be on longer cooldowns, so they're really just not worth using, unfortunately. But yeah, like an ability, it's got a 1 minute duration with a 10-minute cooldown. You know, it's just kind of like, unless it's a really powerful ability, it just kind of feels lackluster, you know? So it just doesn't feel great. Just use Flying Kick and the new debuff. Yeah. Which his debuff will work off of my feint. So Isar, have you been using that one that right here? This is knocking them off balance for 8 seconds, and then you can follow it up. If you hit them while I have them knocked off balance, I think you stun them briefly or something, don't you? So we can like use those together. So many people seem to hate the Cleric rework. I think they're still very good. The Cleric rework just didn't do much. Like, it was very lackluster. Like, there just wasn't... There wasn't a lot of that they added to the Cleric. They just kind of, you know, slightly modified it. So I think that's why people are annoyed by that. I need to figure out where this drops. That's actually pretty good. 5 strength, 5 stamina, 5 agility. Compare that to this ring, which has 4 strength, 2 agility, 5 dex. Yeah, that's actually slightly better for tanking. Until you get the 4th ring, anyway. The root throw is cool. Yeah, I don't know what the cooldown is on the root throw ability. If it's too long of a cooldown, it's not worth it. But if it's a shorter cooldown, it could be good. Imagine Necro and Enchanter aren't going to be big reworks either. I don't think they're going to be big reworks. I think the Enchanter is mostly just going to get some modifications to Charm. I don't expect it to be a very big change to the Enchanter outside of Charm. If Cleric came out with them compared to Fighter Monk, it would have been better received. Maybe that could be true. Monk got a lot of good changes to it. So I feel like people are kind of comparing the 3, you know. So how much of the map have we seen? Is it desert? I have sand fatigue. So that we have about 20% of the overall game for 1.0 in right now. And out of that 20%, probably like 15% of it is like 15 out of 20. So like 75% of that is desert. A good chunk of it is desert. But they are going to be adding in a lot more stuff. Like if you look at the entire continent, the continent's pretty big. It's pretty massive. Good amount of forest and island. Yeah, so you have an entire zone that is Shallow Shoals, which is a bunch of islands out in the middle of like a watery area. And then you have Keeper's Bite and Evershade Weld that are forest zones. Evershade Weld being like a rainforest, Keeper's Bite being like a normal forest, and then you have oh my goodness, brain fart. You have Scarwood that's kind of like a desolate forest, so something between a desert and a forest, like a dying forest. And then the rest of the game is, for the most part, desert. So what people mostly do is the desert because that's where Night Harbor is, and most of the lower level dungeons and zones and everything is all desert based. But as they add more to the game, we're going to see a lot more non-deserty stuff. Leader Black Moon Rising was complaining that the rework ruined the Cleric class and said he was going to retire as 44 Cleric. Feels like a lot of folks are overreacting big time. I don't think that it ruined the Cleric class, personally. I don't think that it really changed the Cleric class all that much. You can still play it the exact same way you could before. Like, they didn't really take away many abilities. I don't think. They just kind of added new abilities to them. But I guess if you don't want to melee, you know, they added in the melee ability of the class. So if you don't want to melee, then that makes sense. That it could have been ruined, in your opinion. But yeah, I wouldn't say it was ruined by any means. Wonder how it was ruined. The oath thing were big for clerics. Yeah, I don't see how they ruined it. Thanks, Criddle. I've been playing on and off for a while, trying not to spoil all the real good stuff until real launch. Yeah, absolutely. The woodland areas are done so well. As a goblin, it's not easy to get over there. It's not, yeah. Like, it's definitely kind of a pain to get over to the Evershade Weld side if you are not, you know, level 30 plus. It can be difficult to get over there unless you start over there. So yeah, and then if you're playing like an evil, quote-unquote evil race, the goblins or ogre, then yeah, you're going to be frowned upon, if not attack on sight, by the NPCs over in Phalandraw. So that definitely feels bad. What's this? Oh, you're dropping it. I don't need that garbage. I heard that Cleric has some damage now, and the random mana regen you can get is huge, 900 mana over 30 seconds. Yeah, it's very big, so it's kind of gotten to the point now where a Cleric wants to melee. Rather than sit down and meditate. And I think that that's probably where people are going to get a little bit frustrated and might say that it's ruined the class. Because if you melee as a cleric and you get that proc often enough, then you don't really need to sit down and meditate. So you can add a little bit of damage through melee. You're getting plenty of mana to heal your party. It seems to be okay. That's at least at a lower level. Once you get to higher level, I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of people that are playing the cleric at like high level right now, so it's hard to really know. So yeah, I just have to see. Way too many people want their class to do everything so well. If you want your cleric to do more damage, play wizard. You can't expect. Well, exactly. That's what frustrates me with a lot of people in this game. Is they just scream nerf. Every time that their class gets adjusted, they scream nerf. And it's like some of these classes need to be nerfed. Like, you know, it's hate to say it. Well, I don't hate to say it. Some of them just need to be nerfed. They're some of them are just way too strong. You know, they do too many things too well. But yeah, the cleric shouldn't be doing a bunch of damage. It's a healer. So yeah, just everybody's got their opinions, and everybody does want to have everything. You know, like, oh, I want to play this class to do this ability, but I want this other ability from another class. Like, everybody would love if they could cast Speed of the Wild, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to have Speed of the Wild as part of their class? I'm sure everybody would love to be able to resurrect their character at 95% res. I'm sure everybody would like to be able to teleport. I'm sure everybody would like to have stuns on their character, or you know, the ability to tank, or the ability, like, whatever it is. Everybody just wants to do everything, and people need to realize that you're just not going to get everything. It's kind of silly, actually. Everybody did everything. What's the point in having a group? They made a battle cleric. Kinda, they made a battle cleric. Yeah, they made a cleric that can battle. Right? Like a cleric that can melee and actually, you know, do something in a group. I thought you were pulling on this side though. I don't want to pull. I don't want to fight over here if you're going to be pulling on this side. That's why I'm on the other side. I can fight over here though. Only druids are allowed to do everything? Classes need to find skill sets that are unique, needed for content. That's how I feel about it, yeah. But there's players that are out there that have everything, like a druid that has speed of the wild, it's got good nukes, it's got good heals, it's got teleports. You know, it's got everything. It's got charm. It has so many things that it can do. And then when you start taking those things away, people get like, they get upset. And it's because they don't understand what the game is supposed to be. They just want to be able to do everything. They want to feel like ultra powerful all the time. And they don't like it when they were powerful and then they lose that power. They just don't like it. Which I get it, you know, like nobody wants to lose the power that they had. But you gotta bring things in line. If everybody can do everything exceptionally well, then nobody's special, you know? You definitely want to have that. I think a big part of the reason why people think like that or more is because you have these certain classes that can do certain things that others can't. Soloing a named or being able to solo higher con, and they feel like it's an unbalance that one class can do that while another can't. Because the game at the moment is so much beneficial as solo. Maybe once they buff group play, less people will complain about those stuff. Yeah. I agree with that, Naza. Like, I think that part of the problem is, you know, like an enchanter, druid, certain classes can solo extremely well. Then you have like a bard and a rogue and a fighter that can't solo as well. So one of them requires a group to literally do anything in the game. The others can do stuff solo, and they're also still welcome in groups. So they just kind of get the best of both sides of that. And it definitely seems very unfair. And then when you, especially when you take like a class and you give them the ability to do all these things solo and they're good in groups, and then you start taking that stuff away, it definitely starts to feel bad, you know? So... yeah, they absolutely need to balance more of the game. Like, absolutely, it's way, way, way out of balance right now. And there's too much incentive to play by yourself with certain classes and just be solo or be in a duo or trio, and not enough incentive to do group play. So as they take away some of the capabilities of some of these classes, especially the solo classes, as they take away those capabilities, it's going to make those classes more reliant on other classes in the party. So once they become more reliant on other classes, they'll start to understand, you know, like, hey, I don't need to have everything. I need to have... you know, I only need to have this special thing that I bring to a group to make the group better. So yeah, we just got to get there. You know, there's gonna be a lot of growing pains while the devs try to figure all that out. But I mean, I like the direction they're going overall, personally. Like they're slowly but surely putting people into groups. Like I still feel like punishing solo in small groups isn't the play. Like that's not the best way to do it, to get people to do more grouping, like full grouping. I think you need to incentivize the full grouping more rather than punish the smaller groups. But right now their idea is, well, let's make the game more difficult so that solo play is just harder. And that's what they're currently doing. And it's upsetting a lot of people because they're used to being able to be super powerful. You know, they're used to playing their class and be able to do a lot of things that they can no longer do. Does the Juggernaut New Charge share the same cooldown as Charge? I don't know. I would assume so. I can check. Let's get rid of Clobber. Looks like it does, yeah. We'll double check here in a second, but it looks like it does. They're most likely the same, like whatever ability. Charge is a Valor ability, and Juggernaut is also a Valor ability, and usually that's how they do it. Is cooldowns are based on what skill it uses. Yeah, there you go. It uses the exact same. Yep, same cooldown. Yeah, I really like the Charge or the Juggernaut. I really like that ability. Yeah, I think they did a good job with that one, personally. There's a benefit to using it with the increased threat and the damage reduction. It's hard to like use multiple times because of the distance. You have to actually be 20 meters away to be able to use it. So, yeah, I like what they did with that one, personally. Yeah, the best changes that they made from this last update was armor class changes, and then some of the class tweaks. Yes, sir. That are on the floor? For what? Huh? Kinetic sand. Which towels are on the floor? I would prefer to use like one of the... to play with kinetic sand. Yeah. Where did those come from? Okay. Yes, but before, do not pick them up, okay? And get kinetic sand all on the carpet. Let's make sure we pick them up and like shake them off over a trash can or something so they don't get stuff everywhere. Keep everything inside of those, okay? Sorry, my kid came by. He wants to play with kinetic sand, and he wanted something to play with it on. How was bowling? Did you get a good score? I did okay. I got like on my first game, I got like a 140 something, like 142 or something like that. In the second game, I got 130, so that's what I got. My girlfriend actually beat me the second game. She got a 131. The kiddos did well. They all got about 100 or so score each. A couple of strikes. The kiddos got a couple of strikes, so that was fun. Yeah, we had a blast up there. We were up there from like 1:45 yesterday until about 5 o'clock. We were up there for a good 3 hours. 100 was always the goal for you? Yeah, I think 100 is a good number. Oh boy, 100 is a good number to go for. When you're not like a good bowler, like you're just playing casually kind of thing. I think 100 is good to go for. When I used to bowl in a league when I was younger, and my highest score was about 220, something around there. Was my high score back then, which is pretty good. It's not great. It's not like professional or anything like that. Obviously, they're getting like 270s, but 220 is pretty solid. But yeah, I don't get that anymore. Like 150 is about what I try to shoot for if I can get it. I usually don't, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah. Did you tell them the kids cheated? I definitely did not tell them that you cheated. Yeah, my girlfriend at one point went in and just changed her score and didn't tell anybody. I noticed. Oh, cheater. No, the kids had a lot of fun, though. They bowled and they played in the arcade. They had a blast. All of them. We had 5 kids with us yesterday. And all of them had a really good time, so I was really happy about that. My son got a giant Eevee, like literally a giant Eevee stuffy. He turned in all of his tickets. He had been saving tickets from going up there a couple of times, and yeah, this Eevee is literally like 3 feet tall. It's huge. So he was really excited about that. Then they got some other like little stuffed animals and little, plastic toys and stuff. So it was good times. Oops, I did not mean to pick that up. I don't need that right there. You guys want to see the giant Eevee? I can probably get my son to come in here and show it to you. He loves that thing. What items are you after at this camp? I don't know if we're after anything specific or not, to be honest. I'm not after anything here that I know of. I think we're mostly doing it for XP for a few people, try to get them leveled up to 60, and then, you know, if cool stuff drops, cool. Yeah, I don't think we're looking for anything specific, but maybe. Let's see what we can do here. Oops. The heck? What? That was weird. That was weird. Stirring stick is 1828, 1929, 1930. I think this is good, but I think mine currently are better. So we're going to hold on to those for now. Oh boy, I've lost my buffs. He stunned me. That was rude. This one. What other buffs am I missing here? Hey, what's going on, Rising Raven? How you doing, bud? That. Let's try to cast this. Let's see if it goes off. Did it go off? I don't think it did. Oh, nope, that's exceptional. Yep, exceptional spell shield. Nice. Nice! I like it. What's one of your favorite dungeons so far? My favorite dungeon in this game is Grimtide Sanctum. Just a really cool dungeon. Very well set up. It's a fun layout. Cool mobs to fight in there. Some decent items. Yeah, it's just really, really awesome dungeon. And that thunder is coming in. And the thunder rolls. And the lightning strikes. Bow, bow, bow. I'm hoping I can drop the kids off and they can stay up at school until they do the meet the teacher stuff, the orientation that they have. But I don't know if they're going to be able to or not. We can hope. Issa, are you using the throw root thing? Or throw snare thing? Or is that like a really long cooldown as well? You're not using that one? Bummer. I see Grimtide Sanctum. What zone is that near? Not sure I've heard it before. Gonna keep his bite side. Grimtide Sanctum is out in the middle of Shallow Shoals. It's like you have to swim down underneath a rock, like a hole in the water underneath a rock to get to it. It's a very, very hidden zone. That's where there's 6 mobs? Okay. It doesn't help with, like, using it when there's, like, 2 mobs. Throw... My goodness. That was crazy thunder. Throw, like, thing, root it, and it pulls the other mob, and then feign death. Resist or miss. But yeah, I think it would still be helpful, though, right? To, like, split them up, get some distance between them. I would imagine. I don't know. Never been hunting in Shallow Shoals. What level can one start in Shoals? I wouldn't recommend going there until you're like your 30s. There might be some lower level things that you could fight before that, but around your 30s, you can start doing stuff in there. Like the Goblin Island, I think, is in the 30s. You could do the Werewolf Island, or whatever they want to call it. Sister Island is in the 30s. And you have orcs that are in like the high 30s or low 40s. Those might actually go up to about level 45 or so. So yeah, it's like a mid to high 30 up to mid to low, or low to mid 40s. And then Grimtide Sanctum is, I wouldn't recommend going in there under level 40, like 47, 48. You can go in there earlier at like 45 or something, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's a really challenging dungeon. There's a lot of crazy aggro that can happen there. So yeah, I just wouldn't recommend going there too low. But it's like a high 40s to mid to low 50 dungeon. I thought I heard there are specters around 25 or so. There could be, yeah. There's a specter island that has some specters. I don't know what level they are, but those could be around the 20s. Yeah. Have to stop fear. All right, I'll pay attention to it. But yeah, those could be around level 25 to 30 or so. There's not gonna be a lot of that kind of stuff though. That would be like one person soloing that place, or maybe a small group at a lower level could do that island. So you would have to make sure that nobody's there before you go out there. It'd be a pain in the butt to get all the way out there and then it not. Those are pretty good. Oh, they're for fighter though, or for tanks though. That's awful. They're chain casting fear again? Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. I mean, if you stun it, they're immediately going to cast it when stun wears off again. They've always done that. You have to interrupt it specifically with like the jab ability if you want them to stop casting it. I'm on the PvP server. Going there solo and getting jumped would be lame. Yeah, it would be very lame. I agree. And chances of getting jumped out there are pretty high because people are going to be much higher level than you, most likely. That's like the lowest stuff out there. That Spectre Island. Hey Vor, how does it feel healing now compared to what it was before the update? Am I taking significantly less damage, you feel like? I feel like it's a good bit less. Like, I just don't feel like I'm taking nearly as much damage. If there's not a damage shield overall? Okay, yeah. Hey, what's going on, Moose? How are you? Just wanted you to know, every time you post a YouTube video, I send it to my buddy with new Criddle dropped. Thanks for the content. Well, thanks for watching, and thanks for sharing it with others. I do appreciate that. I'm going to try to do some more videos soon. This is the last week my kiddo is out of school for summer break. So the goal, hopefully, will be start pumping out more videos once he's back in school and I have a little bit extra time. We're going to try to pump out more content for YouTube. Hopefully. Think two-handed on Beastmaster is worth it now? If they fixed it, yes. Yeah, it would be worth it for sure. Chop was by far the better ability to use than Maul, I think was the two-handed version. Yeah, Chop was definitely a better one. So if they fixed it, which I'm assuming they did, right? Then yes. How's it going? How's the game going? Looking for October EA. I'm excited for October EA. It's coming along, and yeah, I think they're going to be able to hit it. They still have a lot to do. Definitely not going to be a finished product for the start of early access. So people just need to keep that in mind, that the game is still going to be very much a work in progress. But yeah, as long as you're willing to accept that, it's a fantastic game. Nice, good to hear. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think some people are going to be upset. There's definitely going to be people that are going to be upset over the you know, that the game is going to have bugs in it. It's not going to be very well balanced, and you know, things like that. Especially once they start become paying customers, it absolutely will be that way. But you know, Game gonna have bugs in it. Leave my wasp alone. Yes, yes. Well, that's not bug. That's a balance issue, man. Well, I mean, yeah, being that it is a bug, but yeah, just gotta fix a few things. And I personally still feel like a little bit more quality of life could go a long way. Personally, like I just feel like how little quality of life they want to put into this game. It just feels bad. It's like they're specifically taking quality of life out rather than just not. Like you can either just not have quality of life, or you can yeah, like it's not just the lack of quality of life, it's that they are specifically putting things into the game that removes quality of life. And that's something that just feels weird to me. You know, like not adding in something is one thing, but intentionally making something difficult is another thing. Now, once paying happens, yeah. That they want you to open a web page with 5 pages of info for new player to read. Yeah, that's a bit rough. I definitely agree. But can you list examples of quality of life you would like to see? Yeah, like inventory management would be a little bit nicer. They started to make changes to that, but like the bags, I think that they should swap the order of the bags. You know, something very simple like that. The smaller bags here on the left and the larger bags on the right would be a quality of life feature that would just be really nice. So items automatically kind of sort in your bags properly. Something like that. I'm trying to think of what else. You know, like a loot all button on your corpse when you die and you loot your corpse. A loot all button would be nice. You know, on a kill, anytime you kill a monster, a loot all button would be nice, rather than just the individually looting things. Just little things like that is all I'm kind of asking for. It's not a big deal. It's not like the end of the world, but it just doesn't make sense. Haven't checked in on Eminem for a while. How does it compare to Pantheon? It is leagues better than Pantheon. Been kind of scared off of the EA projects because of what Pantheon turned into. Yeah, Pantheon is a disaster. Absolute disaster. I do not recommend Pantheon to anyone. I don't care how much you loved that game. I don't care any of that kind of stuff. Like it's an absolute mess. So yeah, don't play Pantheon. Wait and see if they can actually get Pantheon out to 1.0. Then you can potentially check out Pantheon. But until then, yeah, it's not worth your time or effort. Even as a beta tester, like even as a testing person, like I feel like in Monsters and Memories, I am a tester. And I can give feedback to the devs, and they hear the feedback. They may not agree with it. They may not change anything, but I feel like they hear it and they acknowledge it. But on Pantheon, I feel like they may have heard it, but then they argue against it rather than just be like, yeah, I could see that, or yeah, they don't say like, here's why we don't do that, or why we do this thing, or whatever. They don't give you anything like that. They're just like, no, you're wrong, and it's a terrible idea. And it's like, oh my gosh, like that's weird. Like you don't need to argue with people about it. Let people like me argue with people about it. That's kind of what I do, is I tell you why you're wrong. But I'm not developing the game, so it's a big difference. It's actually baffling how badly they fumbled the momentum that game had. Oh, yeah. They just kind of did. Yeah, they did nothing. Exactly. They just kind of let it fall apart. You keep crashing on eStar? I don't know what's wrong with Fallen Pass. Yeah. They launched EA and then changed their design direction 3 times and took forever doing it. Yeah. Well, I think that's what they mean by like deployable lover. Like what he's saying is they just didn't do anything with the game. They let it sit there. When they launched into early access, it was a massive success. You had 100,000 people plus playing it. All of them saying good things about it because at the level 1 to 20 range, the game was fun. It was good. It was, a lot of great stuff going on there. And then they just let it sit. They didn't do much for months and months and months. And we just sat there leveling our characters and being like, okay, we hit level 25, now what? And they're like, oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming. And then they never did anything. Then they decided, once they did start doing something, that's where they hit with what Italica's saying, is just, okay, well, we're going to reinvent this. Oh, that didn't work. We're going to reinvent it again. Oh, that didn't work. We're going to reinvent it again. And now they're just kind of stuck on this cycle where they're just constantly trying to reinvent what they're already doing and breaking everything as they're doing it. Now, I will say that this game has kind of followed that same thing with these class updates that they've been doing. Monsters and Memories and their class updates over the past 2 or 3 months has been pretty lackluster. It's not been good overall. Like, there have been a few little things here and there that were great changes that are definitely building on something and making the game better. But overall, the class changes have felt bad. Trying to redesign the entire way a class works and then it coming into the game completely broken and unbalanced. And then them going, okay, well, we have to move on to the next class. Sorry, it's just going to stay that way for now. And it's like, well, don't do these huge overhauls if you can't get them in the game and functioning properly, and if you can't get them somewhat balanced. Do they need to be perfect? No, they don't need to be perfectly balanced, but get them in the game so that you say, okay, this DPS class and this DPS class feel very close. This tank and this tank feel very close. You're still going to have the meta. You're always going to have the meta. Best tank, best healer, best DPS, best whatever. You're always going to have that, and there's nothing they can do about that. But when you have the rogue, for example, that they bring it in, they do their deep dive on it, and it just still falls flat when compared to other DPS classes. The wizard right now is just like it's a druid that can't heal, and it feels bad. So we're kind of getting the same thing from Monsters and Memories that we're getting from Pantheon, but at least they continue to listen. They're acknowledging it. If you get on the forums or whatever and you say something like, "Hey, this feels bad," Jahar and Zilith both will get on there and say, okay, we hear you on that. Here's what we're planning to change. It's not going to happen right now, but here's how we're planning to rectify that in the future. And at least we know what their plan is, So that's what I like about it. Assume M&M is an invite-only situation right now, not publicly playable. Correct. It's the beta. If you were in the previous alpha, you can get into it. So... And then anybody that has opted into the beta has a chance to get in every Friday. Kind of getting nostalgic for the knockback, knock-up, stun, charge, one-shot, mob, silent planes. Oh my god, that was so awful. That was just terrible. I assume invite only, yes. Until October, yes. Cleric changes weren't great. A lot of people aren't liking the cleric changes, and as I was reading the cleric changes, you could probably, if you watch my video on the 3 different changes, we did cleric first, then did fighter, and then I went over monk, I believe, in that order. The monk changes were by far the best. The fighter changes at least sounded good on paper, and they're pretty decent. The cleric changes, though, you could probably tell just by me reading over those notes. I'm like, okay, cool, I guess. but it really depends on the numbers when they bring them in. But it's like they just made the cleric an overhealing class. It's the best healer, but it overheals. And it's like, what's the point of overhealing? Once you get to 100% health on your tank, what do? Like, you have nothing. So that's the problem with the cleric right now, is that they just don't bring anything to a party outside of extra healing. That's just kind of unnecessary. So yeah, they just need to work on that a little bit more to get the cleric looking better. Looks like I'm on EQ Legends, Frostweaver for a while longer. EQ Legends is terrible to me, and I will not play it. As a monk, I like the new changes, but needs a lot of tuning and also better interaction across abilities. Also plenty of bugs too. Yeah, that's the problem, is every single one of these new class deep dives that they do comes in with a bunch of bugs. Like a bunch, just bugs galore. And then the tuning is just not there on all of them. Like the monks right now they have like an Iron Fist ability. The Iron Fist allows them to be immune to damage shields for 1 minute, but it's on a 10-minute cooldown. Well, the issue with that is when you have a druid spawn in the middle of a bunch of mobs, it's going to put damage shield on a bunch of mobs. So that minute duration is only going to last for 1 or 2 fights. Not all of the fights that you're going to be having to break with all of those mobs having damage shield. And it's just kind of annoying. It's just really annoying. Like, it's like, what's the point in putting that ability with a 10-minute cooldown on my bar? There isn't one. You're going to have to most likely purge the damage shield or just eat it anyway. And your healers are just going to have to deal with it. So, because you're going to have other people in the party that can't make themselves immune to it. So it's just like, what's the point? So yeah. Problem with them all, then you can't have a cleric res you. Well, yeah, that's going to be like the only thing that a cleric is good for, is resing people, So, but people aren't going to want to level up a cleric, so you're going to have very few clerics out there willing to res people. So it's just going to be a whole thing. When can you have access to this? Everybody gets access October 1st for $15 a month. If you want to try to opt into the beta, you can go to monstersmemories.com, create an account, and opt into the beta. And they do a drawing every Friday to get people into the beta. Or you could try to get a friend key from somebody, or a friend access. Anybody that gets accepted into the beta also gets a friend access as well, so they can have their friend join them if they want to. I wonder which game has the better path forward between this and Pantheon. This by far. Pantheon is it's just not going to make it, guys. Like, I don't care. Like, if you guys want to keep riding that Pantheon train, go for it. But it's not going anywhere. What about EQL? Doesn't fancy? Well, there's a couple things about EQL. So the EQ Legends as a whole, just as the game, it's extremely solo friendly. It's way too fast of leveling process. You're going to basically burn yourself out in a matter of a week or 2 weeks and be like, I've done everything. There's nothing left to do. What's the point in playing the game? That's what I don't like about EverQuest Legends. There's also a ton of menus and just like a lot of fluff that is just unnecessary. I mean, sure, it works in that game, but it's just something that I just don't want in one of these types of games. I like the more minimized menu. I don't want to have to open up a bunch of things, and I just don't like all that, right? But that's what I don't like about the game. But more so, Daybreak. I don't like Daybreak. Daybreak is charging a box price, a sub, and microtransactions, and then also charging you for every single DLC that comes out for EverQuest Legends. So they're just trying to nickel and dime people to death. It's $20 and then $10 a month, and then $10 or $5 or whatever it is for extra bag space and extra loadouts and just all this. It's just like charge you for everything just for quality of life features that they could easily put into the game they just are like, nope, we're going to charge you for those quality of life features. And then every 3 months, if you want to continue playing it, by the way, you're going to pay another $20 for the next expansion. It's just, no, don't do that. No box cost on Monsters and Memories, correct. Yeah, no box cost. It's $15 a month. No box cost, no microtransactions, no pay to win, no other fees, period. You pay $15 for the month to play the game. You can quit at any time and come back a year later, $15 a month, and you get 100% of the game of whatever is out at that time. You don't have to buy anything else other than that 1 month sub. And I personally like that they're doing that. So, did they say what the subscription will be? Is it just sub and play, free to play with sub? It's this game is going to be $15 a month to play. You have to play that. There's no free to play in this at all. But $15 a month. They did talk about having a box price, but the box would be literally a box. Like you go to a store, a physical box, and buy it, and it's going to come with things like a cloth map or maybe like a little, art book or something like that. That is not going to happen anytime soon. They said that they would like to do that if the game is popular enough, like come 1.0, they might do something like that. So I wouldn't bank on that. But if in that case, you're basically paying for the physical items that you're getting. You're not paying for the game. When you buy the box price, it will give you, I believe, 1 month of the game included in that box, but it's all the physical items that you're purchasing. And you would buy that at like a Walmart or a GameStop or whatever. Like that's where it's a physical box. Whereas opposed to EQ Legends is you're paying a box price for a digital game. You're just paying for the access to the game and then also a monthly fee. So I just don't like it. I just don't like what they're doing. Is it possible to join and play right now, or we need to wait? You can opt in for the beta on, you can opt in right now. They select it on Fridays. So look on their Discord. So if you go to Discord here, go to Monsters and Memories, go to game announcements or news. So like right here, this was last Friday. They sent out 1,500 general invites plus 1 friend invite. So every Friday they send out invites to the community if you've opted in. The people that get an invite also get a friend invite, and they can get a friend to play with them. So if you can find somebody that has not used their friend invite, you could get in right now today. But you have to find somebody that has not used it and is willing to give it to you. So, yeah. That's basically it. So, yeah, I won't give Daybreak any of my money, personally. I'm not going to do it. All right, I want to get rid of all of these buffs. I want to check something here. We're going to get rid of every buff. Swiftness, pack speed, strength, and nature skin. All right, I want to see why this buff was not working. All right, we're going to drink Potion of Vitality. 0 buffs. Potion of Vitality. Does it give me health? It does. It gave me 300 health for the Vitality. Why was that not working before? Does it stack with Exceptional Spell Shield? It does. All right, that's weird. I don't know why that wasn't really working before. Target someone else. We can try and see if we can give it to somebody else. I'm curious if that works. Yeah, I gave them Vitality. That's funny. That is funny. So you can actually give Vitality. You can feed other people potions. I wonder if that works with these other. Let's try this. Potion of the Grave Walker. I'm going to target Senses here and see if I can give it to him. No. Okay, yeah, it gave that to me. So, yeah, just the vitality potion. That's weird. I don't know why. I guess that's a bug, though, right? We'll do a bug report for it. We'll do... I don't know if I want to do trade skill. We'll do a trade skill. I'll do other. I'm gonna do other. Using a potion of vitality on another player will buff them with. Is it just called vitality? Yeah, with. Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, it's weird. Someone use a shrink potion on you. It may be intended. I don't know. That absolutely could be intended, that they want you to be able to use some potions and feed them to other people. Possibly. I honestly don't know. Oh my goodness. I got 2 survival skill points. Like almost back to back. Holy moly. That's a dang old miracle. Dagnabbit. Okay. If we start playing in October, are they going to wipe before 1.0? No. So if you start playing in October, that character is a permanent character unless something crazy happens and they have to do like a wipe or something. But they're not planning any wipes after October. They will add in new servers. If they have enough players to add in a new server, they will add servers at 1.0. Or maybe even add servers before 1.0. But yeah, once you start playing in October, those are permanent characters and you keep them forever. So that's, you know, once you start paying for the game, you have the character. That's another thing that I like about this company over something like Pantheon, which is like you're paying now to play the game and then it, you know, the character goes away. So if they made this group optional and solo friendly, I would have loved to try this out. I don't have time to sit AFK anymore. Well, the game is very, 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 very soloable right now. And it has been for a while on certain classes. So if you're playing a good solo class, you can solo a lot of this game. But if you want to be able to get some of the best gear and things like that, you're going to want to be able to group up. So it's a very soloable game, but there's a lot of emphasis on group. If you want to play a good solo game, though, I mean, I recommend going and playing like League of Legends, EverQuest Legends, or World of Warcraft, or Final Fantasy 14, or you know, Where Winds Meet, or there's a lot of MMOs that are solo friendly, a lot of them. So yeah, I mean, I just go play one of those. You know, like I hate to say it that way, but there's so many out there. Very few MMOs these days focus on group gameplay. And sure, they're probably going to get less subs because of it. They're going to get less of whatever. But we just don't have games these days that focus on group gameplay. And there's a lot of players like myself that wants that. So that's kind of... I'm glad that they're doing that. Anyway, I need to head out. I got to take the kiddos up to school to do some school stuff. I might come back home and stream. I'm probably only going to be gone like 15 or 20 minutes. I might come back and stream depending, but I probably won't because, yeah, we got things to do today with the fam. Tomorrow is Friday, though. I'm going to try to stream longer tomorrow than I have been the past couple of days. We'll have to see how it goes, but I've just got a lot of stuff going on with the family right now until the kids are back in school. Once the kids are back in school, we'll be doing our normal streams again. That will be going much, much longer and all that. So look for some YouTube videos. I'm going to try to make some of those in the coming weeks as we are approaching early access. And then we'll be streaming every day starting around 9 a.m. Eastern. So definitely come in and say hello. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.